All right, guys, welcome back to the Cafe Disco report. Have you guys seen this clip?
No.
No.
So you haven't
Nope.
heard Mr. Pete Butt-Gay's
Wow.
opinion on late-term abortions. You probably heard about
Probably
it. You just
heard
haven't
it,
seen the
yeah.
clip.
Just haven't seen this, yeah.
Before we get started,
I'm pretty sure he's all for it, too.
I have his nickname. I know you've been waiting. Packin' Pete.
Packing Pete?
Oh my
Packin'
God.
Pete.
Ugh,
That sounds so wrong.
it does, but it fits, fitting.
It's very fitting. No, yeah, it's very fitting.
Wow.
Jeez. I kind of like the way
Pedophile
Trump pronounces his name.
Yeah.
Every time, boot, edge.
Yeah.
That's good.
He'll make a nickname soon enough. He has to.
I
don't like his
doubt he'd
name.
use Packin' Pete.
No, because he'd be labeled homophobic, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like his nickname for Bernie though. Crazy Bernie. That doesn't.
He is crazy.
He is crazy, but I thought we were on the track of using their letter of their first name. You know.
No.
No?
Sleepy Joe Biden.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
What's the what was this?
Oh, yeah, there was the Lion Ted. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know where I got that from.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
Well, I like Packin' Pete.
All right.
Packin' Pete's funny. Yeah, I like it. He'll never use it, but
No, you never use it.
Trump, if you're watching,
You're allowed to use
yeah,
it.
you're allowed to use it.
Don't be a little wussy. Be a man and say what you need to say.
Like you always do. So
So,
All right, so you guys ready?
yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
So I was really surprised. I saw an interview you did on a radio show where you were talking about abortion. And I think this got a lot of play in conservative media, conservative circles, where you were talking about, and this is your quote, there's a lot of parts of the Bible that talk about how life begins with breath. So even that is something we can interpret differently. It obviously, in my circles, was passed around everywhere because I think the interpretation from pro-life people like me was that you meant
Looks
a
like
baby
Bert.
actually being born. And then
It does.
possible, there's a lot of controversy with Governor Northam and what it means and what time a woman should be able to have an abortion. I just wanted you to
Look at
clarify
the way he's
because I found
looking
that
at her.
statement to be pretty
He's like, this
radical.
bitch is really bringing this up right now. I don't want to talk about
The
this.
fact that different people will interpret their own moral lights, and for that matter, interpret Scripture differently. But we live in a country where it is extremely important that no one person have to be subjected to some other person's interpretation of their own religion. I know we're not going to agree.
Partial birth abortion is something that was coming up in like I said, Governor Northam. It was a huge
cutting
controversy
lies.
when he was running for governor. I think people, even Democrats, and there are a lot of pro-life Democrats in the country, want to know exactly where your line is because you will be the president if you win.
Right, but my point is that it shouldn't be up to a government official to draw the line. It should be up to the woman who's confronted with the choice.
So if a woman wanted to,
Talking about dodging
I
the
don't know,
question, though.
Right.
invoke infanticide after a baby was born, you'd be
Does
comfortable
anybody
with that.
seriously think that's what these
I
cases
think
are about?
that there are
Think about
people
the
pushing for
situation.
that, yes.
If this
Answer
is
the
a
question.
late-term
Yeah.
situation, then
That's
by
what he said, too.
definition, it's one where a woman was expecting to carry the pregnancy to term. Then she gets the most perhaps devastating news of her life. We're talking about families that may have picked out a name, maybe assembling a crib, and they learn something excruciating and are faced with this terrible choice. And I don't know what to tell them
That is not a choice. That's
morally
illegal.
about what they should do. I just know that I trust her, and her decision, medically or morally, isn't going to be any better because the government is commanding her to do it in a certain
I
way.
respect that.
Wrong.
He's a horrible person.
I respect what you're saying because you didn't back down from it. This is going to hurt you in the middle of the country with the Republicans you're trying to win over. People like me, this is a
Yep.
hard line, and quite frankly, that answer is just you're just as radical as I thought it was. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You didn't answer
Good for
the
her, though.
question, though.
Good for her.
Yep. So, yeah, he didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
And then he said it's not up to the government to tell them what they should be able to do, whether it's medical or moral. It is. We're not allowed to kill people. We're not allowed to just
Yeah.
go on the street and murder people because the government doesn't want to say that you're allowed to do that or not.
Yeah.
No, the government says you're not allowed to do that. It's personal.
That's a moral.
I mean, we're not talking early abortion. We're talking, like she said, infanticide after they're born at that point. And he's okay
Yeah.
with it. He's like, I'm not going to tell the woman she can't kill the child.
Here's, like I said, I'm not for abortion whatsoever, but in terms of like late term, like just like late term, like how could you carry something for 6, 7 months or so, and 8 months or so, and just have the horse to just kill it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see
I don't-
how anybody could just do that.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
I'm not for a period.
I'm not for a period.
But if it's that late into, like, why would you even think about that now?
But the Democrats aren't even talking about. They've already won the early abortions. They already won it. Roe versus Wade is a thing, and they already won it. So now they're working on trying to make it so that women have the power to kill their children after they're
I'm
born.
sorry, but if you in any kind of way kill a child after, let's just say 6, 7 months, God forbid 9 months, when the baby is about to be born, there's like a special place in like hell for people
Well,
like
and
that.
Pete says that this is a rare case. It's really not. It's rare considering the numbers.
It's quite a few times.
But I think I was reading there's still over 5,000 a year of, and don't quote me because I don't have the numbers, but I think it was around 5,000 a year that happens in late term stages. So this is not like non-existent. Yes, maybe on the scale of things, it's only a couple percent. But when you're talking about 300,000 murders, abortions a year, 1% is a lot still. You know, you're still talking thousands of children.
Yeah.
And then I love how he said that he wanted to talk about people interpreting religion their own way. Well, Pete, we know you do because the Bible is very clear about how being gay is a sin. And you think that it's not because you're married to a man.
Yeah.
So if you want to interpret it however you want, that's fine. But don't put words in Christians' mouth about how we're allowed to interpret. No, we're not. We read the Bible. We interpret it the way it's supposed to be interpreted. That's it. If you don't want to read the Bible and you don't like it, you don't accept it, maybe you should not be a Christian.
Yeah.
Nobody's forcing you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nobody's forcing you.
See, I come at it a little differently.
Well, you're a Satanist, so.
No. Let me put out that fire right now.
Look at his shirt.
Let me put that.
Look at his shirt.
Oh, this is just comedy. But I'm not a religious person, but I still am 100% against abortion at any stage.
Yeah, because you're still a civil human. I mean,
but it's rare. It's rare that people that are not religious are still the pro-life side to that extent.
Yeah.
But I still think it's no matter what stage, it's not good. It shouldn't be allowed.
If it's at like 8, 9 months or so, like the baby is basically formed and about to come. There are babies being born at 7, 8 months or so.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there's babies being born at like 5, 6 months.
So yeah, so I'm like,
and that's the thing. It's like and I've seen a lot of people talk about this, like Crowder talks about it and stuff. But where's the consistent line where we can agree that, because the thing is, when is it a life? When is it not yet a life? People say that or a lot of the pro-choice people say when it's viable outside of the womb, that's when it's not okay to do an abortion anymore. Viability could be different based on where you're at in the world. Like third world country, viable is going to be 9 months. But here in the States, 7 months, like you just said, you could be viable outside the womb with medical technology and stuff.
Well, those babies are still not viable. That's the thing. Like if you take that baby, you have that baby, let's say that their argument was at 9 months, it's viable. You take the baby at 9 months and you have it, and you set it out and you give it no support, it dies.
Yeah.
So I hate it when they use the term of it's just a leech and, it needs the mother and it's using the mother. No, it has to. And even once it's out, it's still going to use you. So if you don't like it, then you should put it up for adoption.
Yeah, but what I was getting to was the only consistent line that you can draw where a life begins is conception, because that's the only solid, concrete stage where you know that it's its own unique DNA, it's its own unique code, everything. But like I said, viability can change depending on what part of the world you're in.
Now, how do you feel about the morning after pill?
Okay.
I used to be against it. Now I'm kind of like whatever.
I'm not against that. Because if you're gonna go about like 9 months, like no, if you want to take like the day after pill, fine.
Yeah, like a day after, I don't have a problem with it. Now, if you wait weeks to do it,
that's
you're
too much.
taking a bunch, because women do that. Like they're scared to go to an abortion clinic, so they wait a couple weeks and they find out they're pregnant, and then they take a whole bunch of morning after pills and they end up having a miscarriage. That's wrong.
Yeah.
But we can't regulate that. So
if you're gonna do it, you should know. I mean, you should, if you have any doubts that something might have happened, or you had the protection break or something like that, then you should know that right away.
Yeah, if you got wasted, you don't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, not only should you take the morning after pill, but you should really reflect on your life.
Yeah.
And realize
go to the clinic and get checked for STDs.
Yeah.
Make sure your
Pray.
coochie's not
Pray.
bumped up.
Damn. That's right.
What? All right, jeez.
All right, that's Pete Bootgay for the day.
Pete Boot Edge. All right.
All right, that's all we got. And you guys have anything else to say?
I'm done.
I'm working on the outro. It's been a hiatus. We've had the hiatus, and now we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
With a vengeance,
We're back.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
So, should we address the format change?
Yeah, 3 channels. Politics. We're gonna do music reactions, and we're gonna do like video game, comic, movie reaction, conversation type thing. So it's gonna be 3 different channels. They'll be in the description below. I would tell you right now, but we don't know what they're called. So
it's all coming together.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be the long format hour
Short
and a half
videos.
long podcast episodes anymore. It's gonna be broken down into 10-15 minute clips on each channel. We're gonna try to do one per week on each channel.
Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yep.
Mondays are probably politics. Wednesdays are probably going to be gaming, and Friday will probably be music, I think. Not that it matters.
Yeah. It'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, regardless of order.
Yeah. So if you're a pansy and you don't like talking about life and real facts and statistics, then you can just go check out the music and the gaming stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
But we'll probably offend you on those too. There'd be a song that you like, we'll be like, this is shit.
All right, guys.
All right. Later.
Yep.